A few days ago, there was a lot of controversy about internet personality Valkyrie and her product launch of essentially a new sunscreen that blocks blue light from your PC, which is just so funny to me because someone in the marketing department was asking themselves, what could we sell to gamers? Blue light goggles? Yeah, nah, that's already been done. Gamer fuel? Why would you want gamer fuel? So they can stay hydrated during their intense finger workouts. Yeah, nah, that we can't do that. Alright, get this. Why don't we sell skincare to gamers? But gamers don't use skincare. But what if you market it as gamer skincare? And it's not just any gamer skincare, it's for blue light protection. While I am taking the piss at the absurdity of the situation, it's not entirely snake oil and it does have some scientific backing to it. Skin is a protective barrier that serves to lock in moisture and water, while simultaneously blocking the entry of any hazardous material, including harmful light rays. This makes the skin particularly vulnerable to oxidative stress, which is directly associated with premature aging. The signs of aging are first evident through visible changes on the skin, such as wrinkling through a loss of elasticity or hyperpigmentation in the form of sunspots. While we have covered extensively the concerns for skin in regards to UV light and sun damage, the blue light emitted from your electronic devices is just a less powerful cousin of the same very damaging UV component. They are, after all, both on the electromagnetic spectrum. Concerns for the effect on the skin is particularly over the safety of blue light ranging from 400 to 490 nanometers emitted from most common electronic devices. Studies have reported that exposing the skin for only 1 hour to blue light emitted from screens such as mobiles or laptops can result in the formation of reactive oxygen species that can initiate cell death by cellular apoptosis or necrosis. The pathogenesis for this is very similar to UV damage, where UV rays create free radicals in the skin which are highly reactive, and these free radicals react with everything else in the skin, creating unwanted components and byproducts and killing off much of the needed proteins. This then results in a loss of collagen and can lead to premature aging. However, the long-term effects of blue light on the skin are still under investigation. Researchers have suggested that a global change in the spectrum of light emitted from all daily use devices can minimize the adverse effects of blue light on both the skin and the eyes, which does give some preliminary grounds on the basis for which Valkyrie's products are designed upon. Blue light is commonly used in dermatology as phototherapy to treat various conditions, including but not limited to acne, rosacea, psoriasis, superficial carcinomas, and even sun damage. Evidence from older studies has stated that blue light can be a helpful tool in treating skin cancer due to its ability to induce cytocidal effects, but more recent studies have linked blue light to an overall negative impact on skin health. Sunscreens in general advertise their ability to provide protection from electromagnetic radiation, including UVB and UVA, which range from between 290 to 400 nanometers. Blue light falls instead under the visible light spectrum of 400 to 700 nanometers. Visible light accounts for 50% of the light emitted from sunlight and is also emitted by most device screens. There is some reasoning for why a product like Reflect would even exist, but are the effects serious enough to warrant adding a new product to your routine? Sunscreens are used for photo protection, but their ability to block visible light is debatable. Multiple studies have found that most marketed sunscreens are not effective against visible light, as only non-nano-sized inorganic UV filters possess visible light filtering properties, whereas organic filters have zero protection against visible light, meaning that you're going to need a new product for visible light, as one product cannot protect you from both UV and visible. Instead, tinted sunscreens that produce a visible shine on the skin when applied may protect against visible light, including blue light, by 93 to 98%. Tinted sunscreen contains a mixture of iron oxides and titanium oxide pigments, which can absorb visible light. Iron oxides can appear yellow, and this yellow oxide can protect the skin from visible light-induced pigmentation and further oxidative stress. A study comparing the efficacy of non-tinted sunscreen versus a sunscreen containing iron oxide and titanium oxide found that iron oxide containing sunscreens had an overall better protection against visible light-induced pigmentation as per expert grading and analysis with colorimetry. Many cosmetic brands have started promoting themselves by advertising claims that their products can provide photo protection against blue light. 100 Thieves co-owner and YouTuber Valkyrie recently started controversy by claiming that the products from their new skin brand, Reflect, provides protection against blue light. The website for Reflect vaguely names BLPF, which is their own trademarked blue light protection factor, and RE3 or rice extract as the active ingredients that work against blue light. The only recent study on purple rice extract by Junji Tanaka et al. Was conducted on, well, mice. The study found that the major anthocyanidins derived from purple rice bran extract could possess some protective effects against blue light by suppressing photoreceptor degeneration induced by it on the retina. However, this study was not done to evaluate the photoprotection of the skin against blue light, and it also wasn't conducted on humans. Reflect also lists more ingredients on their site, but none of them have any concrete scientific backing regarding the protection against blue light, just bits and pieces here and there. That's not to say, however, that I don't believe it won't work. There just aren't any direct clinical trials of their products, much like how skincare brands quote, made from clinically proven ingredients, but no trials of the actual product itself. The photoprotective potential of sunscreens against blue light may be instead better enhanced by adding antioxidants to sunscreen products. More than half of the oxidative stress on skin is by direct actions of visible light exposure. Adding antioxidants to sunscreen may reduce oxidative stress by up to 2.4-fold. Hawatsu et al. Found that the application of topical sunscreen containing antioxidants reduced both pigmentation and redness after exposure to both visible light and UV light as well. Other modalities to provide protection against blue light can include the usual sun avoidance techniques, such as the use of photoprotective clothing, sunglasses, seeking shade, wearing wide-brimmed hats, or in regards to computer screens, just not being such a basement-dwelling gremlin and reducing your screen time. Tinted sunscreens are the only concrete, science-backed way to provide some degree of protection against blue light from your mobile, laptop, or television screen. In a sense, Reflect is just a tinted sunscreen being marketed as a groundbreaking new product. Most people have never even heard of such a thing existing and are used to sunscreens that go on white and very clear. My recommendation would be that if you do have the disposable income to buy and use such a product long term, because using it for just one day and quitting isn't going to do you any good in terms of long-term protection, then you might as well go for it, why not? But understand you're paying a heavy premium for this particular brand and product because it has an influencer backing it. Alternatively, you can purchase generic tinted sunscreens containing iron or titanium oxides to protect against blue light. You could also heavily redshift your PC output to minimize blue light emittance. Most Windows versions have a nightlight mode to do just that. If you'd like to get your facial aesthetic assessed, maybe get some sunscreen advice from our in-house dermatologist or some other form of telemedicine, then order a Cove's aesthetic report so you can get in touch with our consultants and then get some actual advice on the way that you can improve the way you look, or just have a professional lend an ear to address your concerns about your physical appearance. All of this and more are available at the Cove's website. A special thanks to Dr. Sherpa for being the one to fact check and create this video.